before the work begins, they had to have some fun, right? So they did. Check out their work on the miniature golf course today. There's running back Royce Freeman showing off his putt-putt skills. Sinks a nice one right there. Mark Helfrich's skills lacking a little bit. Missed not just one, but two. If you listen closely, he says right there, yeah, we stink. And then there's linebacker Rodney Hardrick punishing the O Pinata. He would finally get it to explode open. Hardrick's a senior. He's back for one more shot. And it's those older guys, the veterans, that felt the hurt the most of that heartbreaking loss in Texas back in January.
It's still too soon to know exactly how this fire started, and we do want to remind you that Willamette Street remains closed from about 24th Street down to 27th Street. As soon as we learn any more information here in South Eugene, we'll work to bring that straight to you. For now, keep it live on KMTR.com for all the latest updates. I'll toss it back to you in the studio, Stephanie, for News Source 16. I'm Angelica Carrillo. But he says all parties should be available next week. He also says that he believes the investigation itself will not take that long. Any new information we get, we'll bring it straight to you. Live in Eugene, I'm Sina Saleem for News Source 16. I'm making lots of friends over here at the fairgrounds. That one's keeping cool on his slide, and you get me one of those. The animals are one of the many free fair exhibits. Wondering how to get the best bang for your buck? Well, I've got you covered.
Now we have some time here. We, of course, are on the Warner Brothers Studios backlot. They offer a tour. If you're ever in LA, why not take it? We'll show you what are some things that are around here. There's a facade right here, a courthouse used in the Batman TV series. That's just a facade. Attached to that is actually the soundstage for the Big Bang Theory. So I love the Hollywood magic there, how a facade is actually a studio. And then over here, this might look familiar to fans of the former NBC show Friends. That is where Phoebe had her famous jog through the park. Just a little bit of what we have here at the Warner Brothers Studios. Stephanie, back to you in Eugene.
Thanks so much, John, our sports director and entertainment reporter for today.
Now, I asked the Eugene Springfield Fire Marshal today if he felt like any of the other structures in our area would be considered high risk. He says that's a tough question to answer. That's because even though the newer buildings have those fire sprinklers in place, he says the older buildings were actually made with materials that are a little bit more conducive to fighting those fires. Reporting in South Eugene tonight, I'm Anthony Costura for News Source 16.
From downtown Springfield, I'm Megan Shin, News Source 16.
For tonight, I'm live from Springfield. Stephanie Domerat, KMTR News Source 16.
People who live on Nicholas Drive tell us it's a quiet neighborhood that never had any problems until now. As News Source 16's Angelica Carrillo reports, tensions among family members seem to be out in the open.
It's still unclear what exactly happened inside this home on Nicholas Drive Tuesday, but neighbors tell us the family was troubled.
I know that there was a lot of turmoil in the house.
Residents say the husband and wife lived in this neighborhood for about 10 years.
The husband was very verbally abusive to her. I have seen it firsthand where he would yell at her.
Neighbors say the couple's 38-year-old son recently moved in after losing his job.
She was not really happy about her son moving in with her because of the situation with her husband, I think, even though that's his dad.
One neighbor recalls telling the wife to seek professional help.
But she just felt trapped. She felt like if she did that, she would be endangering her life.
Neighbors say they began to worry when they hadn't seen the wife in 2 to 3 weeks.
So when we realized she was there and the lawn wasn't being mowed, it's about 2 weeks now. We've been talking about what is going on and where she is.
And then Tuesday afternoon, things went from bad to worse. Neighbors are still trying to piece together what happened.
Neighbors tell us the son had recently told a pastor that his mom was on vacation and would be back in a week. But neighbors say they were suspicious because the son didn't really talk to anyone. We are still waiting for the identification of those bodies found inside that home. It's our top story tonight. Dozens of friends, family, and co-workers held a candlelight vigil for Sarah Coleman in front of her home in Springfield. We spoke to Rusty Zarek, her fiance. He says Sarah was someone who made life better for those around her and brought so much joy to his life. Also new tonight, firefighters respond to a home on Hendricks Ridge after multiple neighbors called to report smoke coming out of the roof. Crews arrived at the home around 6:30 tonight to find the attic on fire. No one was home at the time, but several pets were inside and were able to escape unharmed. A neighbor was able to get one cat out of that home safely. Firefighters also rescued one. The cause of that fire does remain under investigation.
Miss Honeydinks galore.
Ginormous slug.
Slugador Dolly. Sitara Sunshine Montserrat. And Markelo Parkalo. 4 queen hopefuls, but only one can take the slimelight. They compete in talent, in costume, and a final question.
What song would you sing to yourself?
4 slugs oozing with talent, but just one was chosen to rule.
Markelo Parkalo!
I had the feeling I was going to win. I mean, right from the outset. I just knew it's a perfect position for me.
Long may she reign. In Eugene, Kelly Anderson reporting.